I'm just going to record. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you, we were looking at maps, and maps can come from models. Talked a little bit about models. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is this really cool program. It's called Sketchup. Okay? And Sketchup is something you can download at home. And the reason I like Sketchup is because you can make your own 3D model with Sketchup. In fact, architects use Sketchup. Some architects actually use Sketchup Pro to design houses. So you can start with something like I'm going up here and I'm getting a rectangle tool. And I'm going to... Thanks. Perfect. And then, there we go. And then that creates a little rectangle. And then it has, let me make sure I got it right here. Make component. Okay, here. It has this little thing called push and pull. And so you can actually take that and you can pull it out and make, or you can go on this side. This is a face of and you can pull it out. You could do something else on top. Say, let's do a circle. And we want to put a circle here. And whoa, what's that called from the center to the circumference? Oh, you guys haven't talked about circle? Okay, so that little line, when it starts at the center of a circle and it goes out, the red line is called the circumference. And it's kind of like the perimeter for a rectangle. And the line from the center to the outside line, oh, I don't want it that big, is called the radius. So if you see those terms, you might see those terms. All right, and then I'll push and pull that out. So you can make cylinders. You can make all kinds of things from here. So I'm going to go to a new file. A place. So right here, for instance, this actually pulls up a map of the whole world. By adding a location, you're telling SketchUp where this model exists in the real world. So let's go in, and we're going to hit in our location. We're going to hit in Broadview Elementary. And it'll search for it, and what this does is kind of like, this is called Google Earth, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about Google Earth in a minute.
So you're out of SketchUp?
No, we are actually in SketchUp, and we're bringing in...
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I might have to do... I remember last time I had to do a little bit more. Oak Harbor, Washington.
You could just put WA.
Yeah, I could put WA. Okay, here we go. So this is just like the...
Oh, there's a thing.
If I zoom out a little bit...
Put you in the wrong place. No.
If you look at this, this is like the map that I just showed you. Oh, let me turn on this light. So it's like that, okay? But the other one I think is pretty cool because it's actually it's on the map, and that's actually what it looks like. Now, one cool thing that you could do with SketchUp is you can say, I want to make a 3D model of my school. So, hands down. You can select the region. You can pull this out. I'm going to include the field a little bit. You can, I don't want to include the street and all those houses across the street, so I can move that in. And I just want to put in the school. So I can grab this now, and it will, it's working on it. There we go. It actually, as you see, it has that on there. And then it has this little tool called Orbit. And Orbit, you can move your mouse and you can change it so you can actually see. And if you look, you'll learn this in middle school. These lines where it's like has a red line and a blue line and a green line, those are kind of like, you guys have done graphing before?
Yeah.
Okay, graphing is like bar graphs. So you kind of start on a graph and then it can make it in 3D. This is not 3D. But what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm going to rotate it so it's a little straighter. And then I could add, say I needed to make a model of the school, I could add a rectangle here. And then I can push it, pull it up.
Whoa.
So then I can add another rectangle over here. And then push and pull it up.
Whoa.
Isn't that pretty cool? And then we'll do another one, another couple. This is the undercover area, but we'll do this right here and push or pull it up. And then one last one for our,
Looking like our school? No, it was before. That doesn't look like our school now.
Yes, it does. There's the library in the middle, the Galleria.
and you can actually, you would, okay, so then
Oh, yeah, now I can see.
now, oh, let me see if I push and pull it up.
Yeah, there's
Okay, so if I were to now orbit this, it would be like the front of the school is up here, undercover area, and I could orbit it, and this would be our classroom right here.
Right there in the corner. I mean, our classroom.
So then our classroom would be right here.
Yeah, right there.
There would be our classroom. So,
Hey. Oh, Miss Hart, it's,
okay,
this isn't even a way.
question?
Exit out of
Oh, Charlotte, sorry.
Could you actually like draw the lines on the school?
Yeah, you can actually make windows, you can make doors, you can make arches. Sorry, Stephen.
The instructor there, do you see that?
So the instructor is like, it comes with Google SketchUp, so it'll tell you little things like, it will, when you want to do different things, it'll tell you how to do the different things.
But can you exit out so that we can see better?
Oh, move it over. Never give out your information over the internet. Okay, that is safety rules. That's also, I have to remember those same things because I am being recorded. I don't want anyone to give out their address, and we go by first names. Okay, but yes, you can type in your own home address, and you can make a model of your own home. Okay, Sam?
Can you like take the shape and like take a part of it and like sink it in?
Yeah, so there's I haven't done that, but there is a thing on here where you can make a component, or you can, you can carve out certain parts of that. But I'm not gonna, I am gonna show you one other thing that's pretty cool. The Sketch models, it actually takes you to their website, and these people have made all kinds of things with Google SketchUp. So they've made the Chateau de I can't say that. Chevrony. They made a spiral staircase, and then you can say, okay, I want a spiral staircase. You can click it. It'll tell you different images of it, and then you can say, download the model. And it will say, do you want this directly in the SketchUp model you're working on right now? Yeah, I think this school could do with a spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's going to take a little while to download. Well, let's come back to that maybe. All right, next thing I want to, I'm not going to do that right now, but you can do that. Yes, Skylar.
Do you have to download this, or is it a free link?
This is a download, so I'm going to show you guys right now. Yes, I want to stop downloading this. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. AJ.
What if your mom and dad won't let you? Because I can't download anything.
Anythings? Well, you can tell them about it and have them research it before you actually just say, can you, we're going to check that out in a second. All right, you can ask them, tell them about it, and you can let them decide. Okay, this is, we were at the SketchUp channel. This is SketchUp you get from Sketchup.com. Now, one thing I want to tell you is when you download SketchUp, there are two versions of SketchUp. Here, do not be tricked. It'll say download SketchUp Pro. SketchUp Pro is kind of like what I was saying architects use. Now, don't use SketchUp Pro. What you want to do is go down to download just SketchUp by itself. That's the free version. And then you can agree and download, and you can choose your operating system. Okay?
You want to make sure you ask your parents.
Ask your parents before you download anything. Exactly. AJ?
What's the difference between SketchUp and SketchUp Pro?
It will tell you, but one thing about SketchUp Pro is it actually costs $500. It gives you like, this is really used by people, real architects use this thing. Use SketchUp Pro, so it's expensive, but they do give you a trial version. So if you accidentally download it, you can play around with it, but it'll say you're running out of time, and then after your time's up, you can't use it anymore, and you can uninstall it if you did it. I actually downloaded the wrong version, so that's why I knew.
We could probably download it.
And yeah, we might be able to download. We're going to check with the IT people at the school to make sure it's okay, but because it's a free version, it should be okay. All right, next thing that I wanted to show you, you guys saw that I was importing Google Earth. And by the way, they have a SketchUp channel on YouTube that gives you tutorials. So you can actually watch the videos and learn how to use it. All right, the next thing that I want to show you is Google Earth. And I'm going to go back. This is a tutorial for Google Earth. And this was really cool. I am going to go back to that in just a second. But you can get that at earth.google.com, or you can type in Earth on there. So, and you guys have Google Earth on your iPod, so we're going to have time to do that in a minute. Okay, last thing I'm going to show you is, I'm going to actually pull up Google Earth on my computer. I haven't done that yet.
Pay attention, because you guys are going to be getting on Google Earth after lessons today.
Okay, with Google Earth, you can type in a location. So if you, like I said, I don't do addresses, but I'll do Broadview Elementary. And I noticed that Broadview, they do better if it's 2 words. Okay, and then you can search. You can close out of this, and it'll zoom in. It's going from outer space satellites, and it'll zoom in directly to Broadview Elementary.
Whoa. Oh, I think I see my house.
That's the coolest thing about Google Earth. Now, one thing I'm going to show you, and see, we were talking earlier about bus routes. The cool thing is, see this little insignia? That means that a bus stops by there. Okay, now one thing, I'm going to actually take you instead of in here, because we don't have the Google people coming over here. If you go to a place that's more highly trafficked, like Seattle. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do, so Seattle, the cool thing about Seattle is if you grab this little guy, you can enter Street View. Now all these little pictures are places that people have taken pictures of, and they come up down here. But if you go over here to this and you grab this little guy, see all those things that turn blue when I drag the little guy off the screen? That's called Street Views. And if you actually want to land your little guy in the middle of, say here, it'll take you down and do an actual street view. So then it's almost...
So it's frozen?
it's actually, these were not taken frozen pictures. They were taken on the top. There's actual Google vehicles, and they have cameras on the top of their car.